May I ask a question?
You can ask a question.
Mr. Gale, did you and the mayor have an opportunity to meet today? And it seems like we're a little bit rehearsed in our mechanics tonight with regard to procedure. And do we have an opportunity to kind of go over that today? I wasn't aware of such a meeting, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, we did not meet, but we had a telephone conversation late afternoon in which I told the mayor that because of the procedural items that are related to this particular matter, that we would prepare an order of the agenda that would allow the meeting to be conducted well.
Is there a reason that the other members of council aren't privy to these orders of agenda, or that we're not aware coming into this meeting that we have scripts? I wasn't aware of one.
Only because the mayor is the chair of the meeting and needs to be able to conduct the meeting.
Okay. Well.
And I wanted to make sure. Okay? I wanted to make sure.
So was it planned that we would open it up for public meeting and allow all these good people to come and talk, knowing damn good and well that there was not going to be an opening for reconsideration, and that's why we decided to alter our processes and our procedures? Was that discussed? Well, my dear friend Hugh McKean's taken a lot of heat over the authorship of this mystery letter. And it seems like there's an awful lot of behind-the-scenes mysteries going on this particular deal. And so I wanted to make sure I was clear on these conversations and who was privy to it and who wasn't. Thank you.
In my conversation with the city manager, my initial thought was, to be real honest with you, was that I was going to open it up during regular public comment, and that didn't seem logical because then we had about, 3 or 4 other items in between. And it didn't make logical sense to hear all of that at that particular point in time and then do it later. This seemed to be a little more logical, and that was the suggestion that the city manager made, and I thought it was a great suggestion for running the meeting smoothly. So.
Running the meeting smoothly, but also absolutely ensuring that what I described at the beginning is what happened. That was a farce. And I'm offended by it. I'm offended by the idea that I couldn't bring this up. I understand that. That's fine. I wasn't on the prevailing side. I cannot tell you how pleased I am that Mr. Wood got a chance to speak to something where one of our citizens felt he had no voice. Absolutely delighted that he could get up and speak to us, and really that's our job. Our job is to make sure that we don't sit in governance of a city without getting that chance to hear them. But what I said before, and the reason why I pushed you on it, Mayor, and I'm sorry you didn't have the courage to do it, but that was that you commit to making the motion to bring this back up so that all these people who came and spoke to us, pro and con, could have a chance to actually have this item considered. I didn't expect that any hearts were going to be moved. The earthquake we had down in Colorado Springs, it wasn't really an earthquake in Colorado Springs, wasn't going to happen here. Everybody wasn't going to say, oh, that's it, we're going to redo this. However, to have people speak to something where you won't even give them the chance to have their voices matter, you did a disservice to our population.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hugh. You may be disappointed in that, but I will tell you that there were 5 other individuals who had that same opportunity, and whether you like the result or not, I'm sorry, we don't always like the result. I don't always like the result. We have these issues come up constantly, and I'm not always on the prevailing side. Any one of us, if I had seen any new information tonight or heard any new information, I would have made that motion, but I didn't hear anything.
It was important. But you bastardized the process. Shame on you.
Well, I think you're out of order, Hugh, and I don't appreciate it. So,
Mr. Mayor,
okay.
before any,
But I actually,
I have a comment too.
Yeah, please.
Before anybody that wants to talk about the sales tax leaves, I think there's some important something we should talk about